The topic is obstacles are illusions we create ourselves. So we take a close look about the obstacle, how it comes. My name is Chayanon. Obstacle, in every work there are obstacles, no matter how well planned or prepared. The obstacles cannot be completely eliminated, but only more or less. So we accept that. It may be the result of negligent planning and preparation. But on the other hand, accidents that are unlikely to happen, these are very common. That's very common. It happens almost every project, every things that we are doing, more or less, no matter how well planned it is. When obstacles arise, they are resolved consciously, calmly, and patiently. So when it happens, be calm, still your mind, and try to solve things patiently and calmly. Remember, the upset does not help to make things better, but it also make you feel bad, make you anxious about doing things. So don't let upset, don't let anxiety, don't let worries to bother your work, your project, your learning. Just leave it. Get away from those things. Concentrate on your job. Concentrate on what you are doing consciously, calmly, and patiently. Oftentimes, we tend to think that obstacles are caused by external factors. So the solution is focused on solving external factors alone. You know, all problem, it has the internal factor and external factor. But we don't think about the internal factor. Don't think that it comes from inside your mind. But all we see, we look around and focus on solving external factor, people, things that we have concern. So we concentrate on external factor, and that's why our problem will not completely solve, because all obstacles have inside problem and outside problem. Then we talk about the inside problem later. Have we ever thought that sometimes obstacles are things that we come up with by our own worries and uncertainty in our own experiences? Worry, anxiety, and things that are inside our mind. And we try to look outside, look around, look around people, things around you. Try to solve those things, those people. But we forget that about ourselves, our mind. Many things happen in our mind, like worry, negativity, anxiety, and uncertainty in our own experiences. And we worry about it. We worry that we have experience enough to do that thing. That's what we worry about. So when worry come up, it reduces your power of your mind, reduce power of your mind. And the ability to solve the problem is getting less and less and less. Don't worry about those upset. Don't worry about things or problem or obstacle that happen, because it's normal. It's something that happened to every job, every problem, every project, and every people. We can't even imagine how those thoughts and worries come into being. Is this human nature? Most of the time we blame the human nature, because since we were born, something make us think of outside concern. We don't think about inside what we thought. So we blame. That's a human nature. So if we think that it's a human nature, we don't look at that factor. We only look at outside factor. How about inside factor? This is an illusion that we continually imagine from the trickery of defilement. Now we come up to defilement. Yes, the defilement send evil thought with, it's kind of trickery of defilement that make you feel pleased with something you have done, no matter it is evil or good one. Just whatever your thought come up to your thought, what is you feel good about it. stop worry about the outside problem and concentrate on inside problem. How can you get angry? How can you get anxious? How you get uh, jealous? So those things is a kind of defilement that sent to your mind. Keep sending to your mind since you were born, every minute, every hour, every day, every year, and make you feel that that's normal. That's my opinion. That's my imagination. So I don't think that the defilement strictly, because you have been familiar with that and stay with that since you were born. Stop thinking, stop solving the problem outside and come to think inside that what you think is that correct, that is good for your job, for your life. So don't blame the outside problem. Blame the trickery of defilement. Please realize that the defilement working all the time. The defilement is surrounding you and try to send everything to your mind. Somebody says something, you feel uncomfortable with that saying, and that's one of the trickery of defilement. It makes you angry. That's a kind of result of the trickery of defilement. If you think, oh, I'll forgive it, let it go. But the second trick of defilement, say, hey, you have the right to be angry. You have human right. You have the right to be angry. So get angry, get angry. This is the trick of defilement that we don't realize. If we want to give away something to someone, or we think the trick of defilement say, hey, that's all your. So it's your right to give it away, or you don't give it away. See, it's all trick of defilement sending to your mind all the time. Delusions belonging to the group of delusion. Illusion belong to the group of delusion. And delusion is a category of defilement. Are things that we don't realize and fall into negativity or an anxious fear of being unsuccessful. Envy, jealousy, pride, prejudice, and ignorance. The profound one is ignorance, because you don't realize that is right or wrong. Whatever is you say that's the right one, the correct one. if I like this thing, this is right. If I don't like that thing, that's wrong. If I don't like this person, he's always right. If I don't like that person, he's whatever he do, whatever he say, is wrong. Say that's a prejudice. Is a kind of defilement, and we don't realize because the ignorance back it up or working behind the scene try get you away from understand or realize things that happen in your life. So how to cope with that? So be conscious, calm down, don't get exciting, don't get anxious, calm down and be conscious. Think about your work, think about your life, think about your project. And if something pop up to your mind, don't follow that. Be conscious, calm down, and consider that very in the right way by yourself with unbiased condition. Calm down, be conscious, and think that obstacle consider normal. Obstacles are considered normal. It's not something that's special, but it's normal. It happened in every work, in every life, living a life in your life. It is each step, think this way, it is each step forward success. So don't worry about obstacle, but that obstacle can help you think and correct your next work. You know, it's kind of your stepping stone of to go forward to success. Every success must have obstacle. Depend on ourselves. Can cope with that obstacle consciously. If you can not solve the problem, stop solving the problem. Stop thinking. Still your mind. Have to sit down and relax. Be comfortable. Stop thinking. Make your mind blank. Do nothing. Think of nothing. And still your mind. When you still your mind, your mind will regain the power. Regain the power. When you have power, you have the way to solve every problem. Sometimes when we encounter problem, if we try to solve that problem over and over and over, we cannot solve it. But if we walk away relax, be comfortable, and go to sleep. When you wake up, you're fresh, you feel fresh. Most of the time, uh, the solution come up to your mind when your mind getting still, when your mind uh, uh, comfortable, feel comfortable, and your mind getting still. Do your best. Just do your best. Forget about the problem. Forget about the problem. Because if you running around with the problem, you will in the endless loop of the problem. It's hard to get out. So if you have problem, start solving the problem, and you will find the way to solve that problem. Practicing meditation helps regain the power of your mind. You know, the original mind is very powerful. You may have heard that two people on the opposite side of the world, without mobile, without internet, without Wi-Fi, they can communicate with each other. You know, that power can make two people with still people, still mind people, to communicate with each other without those problems, those mobile or internet. But day by day, year by year, the divine keeps sending evil thought to your mind. When you receive that, the first time you receive that, you may think, hey, I'm not sure about that. But when it keeps sending and you receive that, eventually you accept that trick of defilement. So be conscious and consider that is that evil thought or the human nature. When the power of the mind is restored, when the power of the mind is restored, anxiety, stress, and fear gradually disappear. You know, anxiety, stress, and fear, it's something that the defilement try to make you feel that way. You feel anxious, feel stressful, and afraid of something, especially the obstacle. You cannot solve that obstacle. That's fear. If you practice meditation regularly, the power of mind is restored, and those anxiety, stress, fear gradually disappear. That's profound way to practice every day. Okay, that's it for today, and hope you enjoyed it, and it may be useful for your life, for your thought, for your mind, to handle your your job, and your family life. Thank you, everyone, for listening.